Hello, vlog people. Well, I don't have a Friend Friday up, though it's Friday, and God knows I have friends. I'll get something up, it just won't, I try to get them up early in the day. That sounded so naughty. This is Go Red Day. Wear red today for Women's Awareness of Heart Disease. I'm not wearing red. I'm wearing sort of a rust color, which is in the red family, but I'm not a woman, and I'm not wearing red. You can't make me. I don't understand why there's a women's awareness of heart disease. Why can't everybody be aware? Why can't everyone be aware of heart disease? Why do women get to wear red today? Why can't men wear red? Why can't people wear red and be aware of their heart disease? I don't know. Yeah, new location. My office has this weird shadow, or it did, so I came up to where there was more light. So this is part of my dining room. This is like this built-in thing. You can't really see it. This house was built in the 20s. There's these, you can't see them on here. There's this sort of boat sort of carved into here. And this is Ming. In New York, I used to collect Ming. This is like 500 years old. This is really old. Very sturdy. Ha! That wasn't really the Ming. When I smoked, I used to use these for ashtrays, though. I'll tell you that. That's the absolute truth. Listen, I wanted to comment on all the... I'm jiggling this, aren't I? I wanted to comment on the comments from the vlog from yesterday about, positive attitude is a state of mind, mental health is a choice, all that stuff. And a lot of you commented that you agreed and it was what you needed to hear and it was very positive for you and stop focusing on the things that you can't do and the things that stop you. But a lot of you also commented, well, it's easier said than done, and, I might want an Oscar, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get it. No, it's the positive thinking that puts us into action. It's the positive thing that puts us into action. Very seldom does my actual happiness come from, I want that thing, and then I get it. Well, if I get exactly what I wanted, then I kind of expected it, I laid it out for it. I might have a few seconds of gratification. Let me clarify. The point of action is to be in action towards something. Having an expectation that's attached to it, that it's supposed to be exactly like I planned it, is not the goal. Action without expectation is the goal. Because what happens, here's where we start resenting, here's where we start getting depressed and freaked out or down on ourselves or whatever, is resentment. I heard somebody define resentment as this, and I thought it was really, really great. Resentment is when I assign you, let's say my spouse, let's say my working person, let's say I assign you a role with a script in my head of how you're supposed to be. And when you don't do that script, which, by the way, you weren't given the script, you weren't told what you were supposed to do, when you don't do what I think you're supposed to do, then I resent you. I've assigned something to you, and when you don't do it the way I think you should do it, I resent you. Basically, the whole point of it is simply don't put out energy of the things you don't want. It's the thing we've talked about, that worrying is praying for what you don't want in your life. Bringing into your world, this is the reason I can't do this. These are the reasons that will stop me. It literally nullifies the dream. That's all it is. It's just a state of mind. What you do with it is up to you. Thinking about it ain't gonna get it. Just like wishing, okay, I want to be president. I'm never gonna be president that way. Speaking of presidents, did you guys watch the debate last night? I have to say, I was in the Hillary camp, and then I've been sort of leaning toward the Obama camp because he's so inspirational, and I think he's a real... I think he really represents real change. And I know that's such an overused word in politics. Remind me to tell you about the time I pinched Hillary Clinton's ass by mistake. I thought it was someone else's. Anyway, I think he really represents real change because he's bringing in so many new voters, so many different kinds of people. There's a real sense of... Historically, when major things happen, it's because somebody's come in that stirred it up, and I really think he can be that in a way that Hillary can't. However, boy, last night in that debate, she, to me, was just all over it, man. She's so articulate. She is so good on her feet. She's a good speaker. She's compassionate. She's real. I trust her. I loved everything she said. And I felt like he kind of hemmed and hawed a lot more than I've seen him. She is really the real deal. So I think I'm back in the Hillary camp. One way or the other, what thrills me is that when I'm listening to these two people talk, isn't it a joy, isn't it a relief to hear potential candidates, but potential presidents talk who actually can form a sentence and speak English and don't mispronounce words and aren't just reading from a speech that you know that they didn't write it and they don't even know what it means? It's such a relief to think, oh my God, I get to entrust my future to people who actually get it and who can speak about it intelligently. It's such a relief. I can't even tell you. And how about last night when they asked the question, what would you think if a lot of people here would be for the dream team? Would you consider, and both of them kind of said, well, we won't say no, well, it's not really about that now. I literally got teary-eyed. I was like, oh my God. Now, first of all, Hillary would never be Obama's. Why do we call them Hillary and Obama instead of Hillary and Barack? Either we should call them Clinton and Obama or Hillary and Barack, but everybody seems to call them Hillary and Obama. Hillary would never be Barack's vice president, nor should she. Barack would be great as her vice president. Wouldn't that be exciting? I saw this thing online that celebrities were being interviewed between which one, Obama or Hillary. The question was Hillary or Obama, and Ross the intern and somebody else were interviewing people on some sort of at an event. Hillary or Obama? Hillary or Obama? Can I tell you that like 20% of them thought that they were talking about Hillary Duff? Hillary Duff! That really scared me. I mean, you hear the words Hillary and Obama in the same sentence, and you don't know what it means? There's a casualness that I'm very, very concerned about. By the way, thank you also for all of your comments about my hair. I was in an undue panic. I think it turned out nice. Oh yeah, also, my friend Lizzie Kaplan, who was in the class, is in Cloverfield, the big monster movie, which I saw at a Paramount screening. She was fantastic. I wasn't, I have to say, the most plausible thing about the movie was actually the monster. Some of the decisions they made, the characters made, I didn't understand really. But I thought she was great, and she's beautiful, and I liked it because it made her vulnerable in a way that, that Lizzie sometimes doesn't get to play, because she's always sort of the, the clever, witty. She was great. She was great. I'm going to do a Friend Friday with her. That would be fun. Also, Sean McGuire, who was also in the class, is now in Meet the Spartans. He's all beefy and hunky. Now, I understand that from the movie 300, that what's-his-name, who he's sort of parodying, that wasn't his body at all. It was all padding and digital and whatever. So, I don't know. I didn't see it. I've just seen trailers. But Sean, he looks kind of like they hunked him up. And also, Jason Ritter's girlfriend, Mariana, had a film at Sundance this year. I just love seeing that. I love seeing people I love do things that they love and get success and stuff. Isn't that great? It's like when somebody that you care about does something and it feels like it happened to you. I love that feeling. Okay, that's all the time. Time just goes. All right, I will have a Friend Friday up later today. I don't know who it's going to be. All right, have a good day. Do something wonderful for somebody.